Happy Monday. I wanted to tune in with you today because I had this experience happen this weekend that really brought some stuff up, and I wanted to share this awareness with you because I feel like it could really share some light to maybe some situations you're going through in your life. So I'm here in my car today. I hope that's fine with you. It's spring break and the house is crazy, so I just wanted to hop in because even during this time, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of big emotions in your house due to having a break if you have a break from school. So I have a preteen in my house and the emotions run high. There's a lot of really big emotion, roller coaster, up and down, and a lot of moments of anger and frustration where she tends to lash out in the world, and a lot of times it catches me kind of off guard. Even though I have a lot of tools, even though I have a lot of different methods that I use to make sure that I stay in my calm for her, sometimes I feel like she is the one that needs the tools. And what I realized this, and if you're a parent, maybe you can relate, I realized that my job is not to shush down her emotions. My job is to give her tools so she can regulate her emotions. Because emotions is, like Tony Robbins says this, is just energy in motion. That's all an emotion is. And if we can ride the emotion wave while it's coming through, we can be aware of it. We know what it does to us. If we can ride that wave to the other side, we'll be fine. But it's going through that emotion. It's going through that wave and not letting it crash you down to the beach, right? And so what I realized with her big emotions, that we had to give her very very concrete tools that she could use to regulate these emotions. Because what happens is she gets this energy rush of anger because of something frustrating that happened with her sibling or at school or even with me. And she'll lash out, right? She'll lash out. She'll be really rude and disrespectful, and that throws everything down into this loop of, you can't talk to me like that, you shouldn't act like that. And so what we decided to do, we had this explosion in our house this weekend, and what we decided to do is I sat with her and I said, we're going to make a list of 10 things that you can do when you feel this energy coming through you. 10 things that you can do. And so we sat down and we wrote, take a deep breath, count to 10, walk away, respectfully, just say, I need a moment, walk away, right? I'll be back. I need a moment. Okay. Cause in the past you will just walk away, which would make the other person feel really vulnerable, right? Like we're in the middle of a conversation. You can't just walk away. Right. And so finding things that work for you that can take you down. So you're still feeling the energy, you're still feeling the anger, you're still feeling the frustration, but now it's shorter periods of time. If before somebody said something to you and this pain, this anger lasted days or even weeks or even years, now it could be 2 hours, it could be 15 minutes, right? It could be 2 minutes. The idea is to develop the set of tools that you can use. You write it down, you put it next to your mirror or next to your bed, and then you have it mentally. So then the next time you feel this wave of emotion coming, you're like, okay, I just need to stop for a minute. Okay, this is happening. I'm feeling it. Okay, I need to go process it. I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to beat up a pillow. I'm going to go yell into my pillow. I'm going to go put really loud music and go for a walk. What is the thing for you that's going to take you out of the wave of emotion and back into your body? Because the key here is really to stay in your power. These emotions, they're not who we are. But when they take over, this side of us comes out that then we're not really happy with. We tend to have to ask for forgiveness. We tend to say things that then we regret, and we can regret them for years. Or we do things, actions that we take that we regret for years. The one time you lose it and you smack your kid, or, get really mad at them and say something really disruptive to them, we can always come back and apologize. But what if your kids saw you ride those emotional waves, use those tools? Then they have a set of tools for the future. They know that they're not wrong. They know that it's okay to feel. And instead of swallowing their emotions, instead of hiding them and then becoming, very dysregulated adults, they have anxiety, they have depression, they feel like they're not loved. A lot of the things that we deal with as adults now, right? A lot of my clients, this is the stuff that they deal with in their day-to-day life. And so a lot of that can be shifted and changed by teaching our kids how to self-regulate. So I invite you to do the same. Find a situation where you feel like this keeps coming, right? You keep losing your shit. You keep getting angry. You keep getting frustrated. Pay attention. How long does it take you to calm down? What do you do during that time? What happens after? What happens before? Really sit with yourself. Bring awareness to these places, because right now, those times when you're not riding the emotional wave, you're resisting, reacting, aligning, agreeing, creating chaos in your life, those situations tend to be the situations you keep coming back to. You keep looping into. And it's because you don't have the tools to self-regulate yourself. So make a list of tools, whatever it is for you. If you need help with that, I can send you my list of 10 self-regulating rules, because I'm a very fire personality. I'm a triple fire sign. I'm an Aries sign. I'm also hyperactive. So emotions run really strong for me, and I feel them very deeply, and I express them very deeply. And so it was really important for me to have this list of tools in my back pocket. And it's just like riding a bike. It's just like learning to walk. You start and you fall and you fail and you start again and use a different tool and use a different tool. Sometimes I use 5 tools until I get to the point where I'm like, okay, this is working. Sometimes I lose it and it doesn't work. But the key is that my kid, my spouse, they see how hard I'm working on it. They see how I don't give up. And I don't give up because I really care about raising people that can be in the world no matter what happens, no matter what hits them, no matter what shows up in their life. They know how to deal with their emotions. They know how to deal with what's coming up, and they know how to regulate. They know that it's okay to feel it. They know that it's okay to go through it, but they also know that there's a really beautiful future on the other side. So I would love if you want to share with me, what are your tools that you use to self-regulate your emotions? If you've ever used anything like this before, if you want some support, you can drop support in a comment and I'll text you back, send you my list of 10 ways to emotionally regulate. And if this was a contribution for you, please share it. That means the world to me, because the more of us can self-regulate, just think about how many less wars would we have? How many happier people would we have? If we can actually feel our emotions, process them, let them go, release them in a healthy way that doesn't hurt other people and doesn't hurt us, what could we create together? What kind of world would we have? What kind of relationships would we have? How would you treat people differently? How would you treat yourself differently? So tune into the energy of that. And if this was a contribution, please share. Even like or comment so I know that you're here and you're listening. It means the world to me to know that this has maybe shifted something for you, brought in awareness, made a shift, helped you in even the smallest way. It will make my day. So have a beautiful rest of your week. Happy Monday. Happy spring break if you're on spring break. And I'll tune with you again next Monday.